Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today in the review room, we are going to take a look at the new Black Friday 2018 Andrea figure from the Walking Dead comic. So the Walking Dead comic figure fan collectors, this video is for you. I already have this in the original form, and I wasn't really sure about picking it up. I do like Andrea in the New Beginning. Let me just start this off a different way, though, by saying if you do order from Skybound, they are absolutely fantastic with packaging. Both of these came mint. We have the black and white, and then we have the color one. I already opened. We're going to look at the color one in just a second, but they included a coupon for like 20% off next purchase or something. We have a promotion here for the Super Fights, and also, which is the coolest, a free ash can comic. I believe they're called ash can comics. They're miniature comics, and it's a Murder Falcon #1. I haven't had a chance to check this out. I hear it is pretty popular though, and ash can comics are a neat collectible for comic fans. So I thought that was actually a really cool thing for them to include, since people sell ash can comics. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was worth a couple bucks at least on eBay or something. So, but I'm going to put it in the collection. Not in a rush to hustle that away. Now, the New Beginning Andrea figure. Yes, it was released previously. Right here. This is the old release. It comes in this package. Oh, and also they sent this zombie bandana. It has eyes cut out, so you can put it on your face and rob a bank or something to buy more collectibles. I imagine, you know, rob a bank, buy some toys. Sounds good. Anyway, so this is Comic Series 3 Andrea. It's like the Fear the Hunters Andrea. You get her knife, her pistol, her rifle. Same thing that comes with the Black Friday. You get her rifle, and it's literally the same. And then you get her knife and gun right up here. So all the same accessories, but I'm just showing you the difference in the box. I like this box better. It actually has a really cool box art for inbox collectors. Nice little box artwork there. And then the back of the package. Anyway, I do enjoy this, though. I thought that was a nice style. And there you go. So that's Comic Series 3. What we have today is, where is it at? Essentially, the Black Friday Andrea. You're basically paying $25 for a poncho, a little bandana scarf, nice little green colors in there. And where's it at? There was one more item. Did I drop it? Oh, here it is. A hat. Yep. And it's not even painted. It's oddly gray. Up, and it's already fallen apart. This is going to be a bit of a negative review, though, because it is a repaint, and I've never really harped on a package coming in getting damaged or whatever, but I am going to ask Skybound if I'll even pay to send this back, if they'll just send me a new one, because I must have got the chunk from Goonies, the sloth. Yeah, sloth variant of Andrea. I mean, look at that face. That's the sloth variant. You can see her eye is way off. So, look at that. That's a normal one. And that's the sloth variant. That looks just terrible. Anyway, the black and white one is obviously black and white with blood splatter. Looks really cool. Looks great. And if you look at the scar, if you can see in there, I like how that scar stands out with the red. On this face, it does look like it's different than the older version. If you look in there, it's kind of like a brown, like line paint on the scar. Yeah, see that? That's the new Andrea face. Here's the old one, the Comic Series 3, and I don't know if it's just painted differently, or if it was done on purpose, but it's just a touch different as far as like the coloring they used inside there. Anyway, let's take the Black Friday Andrea. Articulation is all the same. There's something weird going on with her articulation here. If you could see that crack, that's another reason why I was going to just ask for a new black and white one, because something's wrong with my colored one where her legs are all types of jacked up, and it feels like it's halfway broken, and if I mess with it anymore, it's just going to break all the way. See that in there? So not really happy about this purchase. Not really happy at all. I knew it was just a repaint with essentially a poncho, and then you got your scarf. It just slides on there. That's nice at least. And then you pop the head back on. I think, yeah, you pop the head back on. And at first, when I put this on, it looked ridiculous. Well, it's not going to tell now because it looks like the glue came off. That's such a damn shame. Anyway, you actually push her hat on, and it'll hang down just like the picture. Just like in the comic. Except for now it's got that. Damn, I wonder if I can squeeze that back in there. That's so annoying. If you look at the box, it does look gray on the box. It'd be nice to get like a little color in it though. It looks like, because they don't even need to paint it for the black and white one. Essentially, the only thing they're painting is the poncho and her bandana. So I guess that's comic accurate to how she looked, because that is one of the promo images they released before. But yeah, getting this in hand, I kind of feel now that I think I'm done with the Walking Dead figures. It's just nothing but a letdown the past few years. And even the Skybound ones, we're just getting repaints. And it's funny because a few years ago, I didn't buy collectibles at all to put them around the house. My house was boring. I had maybe a poster hanging up, you know, a guy's house. I had a weight room in the frickin' living room. And then when I got into The Walking Dead, I found some cool zombie stuff and some cool Walking Dead stuff. And then I found the Walking Dead figures. So I started collecting them. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then once, I don't know what McFarlane's doing, but when they stopped selling or making a lot of Walking Dead figures, I started wandering. And I went over to NECA. And I don't know if I can come back to McFarlane's The Walking Dead figures after getting NECA. Because for $25, usually plus shipping, you're just getting this with a couple guns, but with some NECA figures. Let me show you just for an example. Just as an example, for $25 plus shipping, unless you get it on sale with free shipping, you get this. And then for $22, I bought Dutch from the first Predator movie. So $25, $22. That's so short compared to Dutch. I think the Predator was $22.99 also. Incredible deal for these, especially comparing them to the Walking Dead figures, because he comes with an alternate head. I mean, they go all out, man. The detail, the sculpt, the likeness, the paint job, the articulation. And then we have Pennywise, for example. Amazing, movie accurate. I think Pennywise was $27 for some reason. But he comes with 3 heads, accessories, balloons. There's even a 1990 version of Pennywise. Again, $25 versus $27. I just don't feel like this is going to fly anymore, especially since they don't even do new figures now. They're repaints. I don't know, man. I feel like this is probably the last Skybound exclusive, The Walking Dead figure I'm personally buying, especially with the leg problems. I got that black and white one that I just bought it to review, and I'll be honest, I have nothing but buyer's regret. even for a review, I really wish I didn't even buy it for review. It was like force of habit. We're used to reviewing Walking Dead stuff, but I got to get in the habit of just being like, listen, it's just not good anymore. And for what you're getting, if this was, let's say, a $13.99 figure in stores, you didn't have to pay shipping, I would say, yeah, fine, that's acceptable. Even with repaints, okay, repaints, yada, yada, yada. But for $25, that's not going to fly anymore. I don't know. And that's maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being cranky about it. You guys definitely let me know. I don't know. If they came out with some brand new figure, like a brand new Maggie or something like that, or a brand new beginning Carl, or anything that's not like a repaint, I might be interested in picking it up, something new, but I feel like they're going to really have to pack in those accessories and stuff. I don't think they sold well, but I really appreciated the comic series with the Whisperer heads and the borders. Let me show you guys. Let's stand up. All right, so I made this out of a spice rack. Just made it and then painted it with a texture spray. Found a neat little fence, Halloween decorations for a little Halloween set or something. Hobby Lobby, it was on sale for like $3. Anyway, the Whisperer set came with Glenn and Prisoner Negan, Lydia, and Shane, and they came with these heads on spikes. Given they should have been done with a thicker spike, because they don't age well. They lean, they wobble, they warp. That in the long run was a bad idea. They should have been a little bit thicker, but I loved them. I don't think they sold well though, because they were still stocked fully in all the stores. However, this is really as good as it gets when you set these guys up, because even though these do have articulation, it's that borderline useless articulation because you can't do anything with them. I don't know. I just feel like, and this would be fine if they continued the line, they made everybody. Yeah, that's fine, because at least they have some sort of articulation, like Dwight holding Lucille up, you know? And that's the cool thing about it. It's like, for me, it's like a 3D poster. Instead of having a poster on the wall with all the characters, you have little collectibles. You got a shelf. That's my 3D poster right here. All the figures they make for The Walking Dead. Some zombies, characters we love, yada, yada, yada. But for the price, what you're getting, and the accessories, and then comparing that, I don't know. I find myself not interested in what's coming out, and more interested in pre-ordering 6-inch Ninja Turtle sets. Shredder, Foot Soldiers coming up, or some monster, you know, some cool monster from a different company. The Predator, I won't stop getting Predators. I freaking love them. Anything that has to do with the Predator. And again, it's that quality and accessories. I feel all the NECAs that I have with the Predators, especially the horror figures. We got, Jason down here. Yeah, we got Part 2 Jason. Got it, classic looking Jason there. We have Freddy, Evil Dead. This just came in from a map member. That was awesome. Look at it, 1990s Pennywise. Here's Leatherface. He was $22, and he comes with a bunch of weapons and stuff. Just great value. Chucky, incredible value. All the figures I bought, it's like I buy them, and I'm like, that was worth every penny. Even the Fortnite figures with the articulation, what you get, everything as a whole, it feels like it's worth the money. The Walking Dead figures now, they're starting to really feel like it's just not worth the money. Yeah, maybe if this was $15, like $13.99, I'd probably continue collecting them, even if they did a couple repaints here and there. But I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. Unless they start coming out with some really good stuff. I think I might just wait and start picking some of these up on clearance. I started recently with some of the older comic series, like the Rick and Michonne. Found those for dirt cheap. I think Michonne was like $7 and Rick was $5. Brand new in box. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's something like that. It doesn't matter, but something like that. Anyway. Anyway, here is the Black Friday Andrea figure. I will say, from the previous release, they did paint these cuts in the pants a lot better. They actually look like, that jean look where you get worn out and it has that white material. I don't know what it's called, but the strands of material. Yeah, that's bothering me. That's such a... you put her gun in there. I mean, the paint quality even looks better on this than my previous Comic Series 3. Especially the weathering on the shirt looks pretty good. The blood splatter. The hat, when you fit it on, I mean, it looks good. Like I said, it looks just like the cover. See how the hat kind of hangs under the chin? Yeah, I gotta say, it's not bad. It's okay. Even the poncho, again, I think it has nice weathering. It looks good for what it is, for a piece of rubber and stuff like that. It's just between getting a jacked up looking eye on the black and white one, having it in hand, and just being able to take off these 3 pieces of accessories and know that I paid $25 for this poncho, that bandana around her neck, and this hat. It is a bummer. Honestly, for $25 for a Skybound exclusive for 2018, it should have been a resculpted torso and arms with a long sleeve shirt just like it is in the comic. Keep the bandana, hat, poncho. All you'd have to do is the new body. I don't know if this is a McFarlane thing where they're not really focusing on The Walking Dead, so this was the best that Skybound could get out of them, or what's going on, but yeah, I hope there's a change coming up soon. Because, I don't know, it's just... I feel like I'm being a little too negative, so I want to end on a positive note. Whether Princess is a character that's annoying you or not, this is a fantastic figure. This is killer, you know? I even like Andrea better than Princess, but if you just look at her, the coloring, the style, the look of her, you should probably pick her up instead of New Beginning Andrea. But if you do want New Beginning Andrea, this is what you're getting. You're getting an accessories pack on top of what we already had before. That's a tough one, man. Yeah, go ahead and get her if you're interested. I just feel like the price it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. I think they need to lower their price or start adding more accessories. All right, sorry this was a cranky video and I didn't even really talk about the figure much. And that's because there's not really anything new to add. Poncho, bandana, scarf, and hat. We already went over the articulation, you guys know. Arms up, single joint at the elbows. Actually bends pretty good. Wrist has a great amount of articulation there. The knee bends not that great, but there's a swivel. The hips and waist, this type of articulation, that junk cloth flips, but like I said, I feel like it's breaking already. That sucks. And then barely any articulation at the ankles, which sucks too, because she's hard to stand. Yeah, so, and then obviously with the hat and scarf, she has more articulation than I thought she would. So, there's the articulation, there's the figure. You let me know down below. Sorry for dragging this out. I just feel real bummed out. Anyway, thoughts and opinions in the comment box about the Walking Dead figures, the future of the collection, and everything else. All right, good night.